everybody, my name is Zenos, and we are officially back with Continental War.
Yes! Yes! Yeah!
Yippee!
The reason for the big gap between the last episode and this one is I got bored of the game and I dropped off of it. Me and Titan went to like move 5 and I deleted my recordings for space for other things on my hard drive, and yeah, so we're back to turn B. I had to redo it. This is great because it did not go as well as it originally went, so that's really my fault. This is the map from turn 3A, Titan RT's turn, and as you'll see at the end of this, I'll show the map at the end of my turn and you'll be able to see the changes. And without further ado, let's go to the first thing I did on my move. Alright, so here we are at the OSS Kaga at my Navy fleet that is currently up north. I plan on engaging Titan RT's Navy fleet, which is closing in on my fleet, and it is now within range of my attackers. They have 1,600-pound armor-piercing bombs meant to go straight through the deck of any ship that dare opposes. So, they have these guys take off from the carrier, and then they can proceed to engage the fleet. Alright, so here we are at Titan RT's defending fleet. He has his carrier, a couple cruisers, and a supply ship. I'll be taking flak fire from every single ship, so this is going to be a fun bombing run. I will be manually guiding the bomber, as you will see soon. And let's cut to me in the middle of my dive, because let's be honest, I'm not kidding, it was a 5-minute travel between each time I wanted to bomb. It was long. So here, as you can see, I'm in the middle of the dive. I was not lying when I said there was going to be a lot of anti-air fire. That's a lot of anti-air fire. And a big thing that I didn't realize at the time is the anti-air fire moves your plane around. But not only your plane, your bombs too. So, as I drop this bomb, you can kind of see the bomb wiggling a little bit, and you can already tell now it is way off course, and it took so many shots around it. Yeah, it's not going to land on the target that I wanted it to. My original plan here was take out at least one of the cruisers. I can deal with the battleship, or not the battleship. He doesn't have a battleship, not in the north at least. I can deal with the carrier with my fleet if he doesn't have a sustainable fleet to deal with it, because my fleet has plenty of anti-air. Plus, I also have my attackers, which I know are attackers, not fighters, but they still know how to dogfight. And since he only has attackers too, it's really good. But as you can see, the bomb, it's floating, and then I'm like, is it gonna hit the carrier? And then it just blows up next to the carrier. It wasn't even close enough to do damage. So that was just a really bad bombing run. And spoilers, it was as bad for the other two. If not worse. So here we are, second plane. I'm taking a ton of flak fire. It is like pushing my plane around. You can visibly see what I meant last time with the plane being pushed around. Drop the bomb here. You can see the bomb changing orientation. I was trying to bomb the same cruiser. Honestly, I think the carrier would have been a better choice. Yes, I'm flying over longer, but it's a bigger target. I have a higher chance of hitting it even with flak fire. It lands really far ahead. I get hit and caught on fire, but in the end, the fire comes out. The fire goes out, and I'm safe. So, second plane coming home safe, slightly damaged, and another wasted bomb missed. Here we are on the last one. The last bombing run. I actually dive from almost a almost straight down position. I almost had it. There was a certain method that Titan showed me that would cause the bomb to not get disoriented on the way down, but I dropped the bomb here. You see it disconnect, right? I think I wait till I'm a little closer, but I'm genuinely surprised I didn't get damaged that much. The bomb drops there, you see it went sideways for like a split second. I'll pull away. I'm still taking flak fire, a lot of it too. I'm leaking water, and I'm trying to figure out what is going on with the bomb. I was like cycling through all the ships to figure out what in the world was going on with the bomb, and yeah, I figured it out. It was the anti-air bouncing it all over the place. So I figured that out. I now know a new way to bomb, and I'll figure it out. So all my planes made it home safe. You didn't see that. For the second part of my turn, I plan on attacking the boats that Titan has moved in the north, his 3 cruisers. I have the OUS Zento, the OUS Zuri, and the OUS Zevron, 3 Oakford class cruisers against 2 of Titan RT's Ophelia class cruisers, the Ophelia, the original, and the Guardian. So let's see how this goes. It is a 3-to-1. I am on the bigger number end of this, so there is high hopes for me. There isn't much to say about boat battles. It's mostly just, you know, raw shells firing out of cannons, hitting other boats. Sometimes they miss, sometimes they hit. When they hit, it is devastating, and you know it. There was a slight problem with my boats could shoot 5 kilometers further than Titan's guns could, so we have to fix that later, and we will. We will balance the guns out. We didn't realize they were unbalanced. Titan has been generous and decided to let this count for the turn. But Titan's boats will not be able to fire, and considering there's 3 of mine, there is a good chance that none of his boats will fire by the time that I reach him. Let's get to some action here. So before as I was admiring my boats firing, I decided to check up on Titan's boats to see if any have been destroyed. And right as I go to check, the game kind of lags a little bit, so I'm just looking around. I click over, and it was just like an autosave, but I'm looking at it, checking, and this is when we noticed that the cannons were the distance was different, and then I just see a round punch straight through that boat, and yeah, it started to split. The front of the boat was falling apart, and I'm trying to fix the guns because I want it to be a fair fight, you know? I don't want to just be pummeling Titan the entire time, and that's when we noticed cannon difference, the cannon length difference. I've landed 1 hit, then another part of the boat appears because it a round punched through it and broke it. There goes the superstructure, anything that was on top of the boat is flipped over. Yeah, that boat is toast, man. So there's 1 cruiser down, 1 more to go, and a supply ship. So RIP Titan's cruiser. As we were admiring the shots coming in, there goes 1, punches straight through the side. Now the buoyancy, the very explosive part of the boat, is showing. So all it takes is 1 round to blow this whole thing up. I just have to place it right, which at the range is going to be a tad bit difficult. The supply ship actually survived a round. You know, those orange tubes right there are filled with gasoline. You'd think it'd explode, but I guess none of the shots hit it. So supply ship is in for a couple more volleys, and then it's probably gonna die. As we were observing the battlefield, that happened. It survived. How? The whole front tipped off. We are almost within range, so I start to crank it a little bit so that way at least all the cannons can fire. Don't want to have any disadvantage, though. It looks like if any of those front cannons fire, the recoil is going to send the deck off of it. So There wasn't much that was gonna be able to save Titan here, and I was trying to make it at least even. So, yeah. As I had said, the boat was almost in range. It started to fire, so I was kind of curious to see if these shots would land. It turns out that Titan's guns are very accurate. The first shot actually hitting my boat, destroying a few things, but everything was still functional. So I proceeded to push forward and engage. I proceeded to also turn my boat so that way my guns could face forward, because I wanted to have some of those rear guns to have a little bit of action too. And boom! There goes his supply ship. That thing, that thing is toast. So Titan no longer has a supply ship in the south, and soon to be no navy. While I was observing my side of the battle, I was also trying to turn one of my boats so the rear guns could also shoot on that one. I switch over to Titan's, and it's flipped over, making it inoperable and thus dead. So there's no point. I ended up removing it, and that makes 3 boats from Titan RT's nation sinking in the water, and I have secured the navy for the south so far. All Titan has is a battleship, which I believe 3 cruisers could probably deal with. So I've gained the south. If you are new and you haven't seen the previous turn, well, you should watch Titan RT's previous video. I have a playlist that this video will be attached to and linked down below that you can watch on my channel, and it will also show the previous turns from the start. This is our 3rd time trying to do this, because every single time I attempt to do this I end up like losing interest, and I don't plan on doing that this time, so I really stick to this one. Without further ado, let's move on to the next thing I do for this turn. So Titan has a formidable air force in the north, so I launched the max amount of fighters that I can through a single turn, which is 5 fighters. I'm taking them off from my own forward operating base that is also in the north. It is, I think, 50 kilometers away from SN Joe, my main base. I can move planes. Obviously I can move them further, but I am allowed to launch them from a why is there a tree there? What? Okay, the little ground scatter got a little crazy, but taking off 5 planes, I'm going to engage Titan RT's Air Force, destroy all the planes, and then proceed to do a ground siege. If I destroy the planes beforehand, then I no longer have to worry about it, and they will not strafe my tanks as I push forward with them. So here we are at the battlegrounds. This is Titan RT's forward operating base. I am currently turning all his AI to take off. Gotta make sure it's all the planes, all 5 fighters that will currently be engaging mine. He has some anti-air, so I do have to fight kind of away from the fight. I don't want any of my planes to be shot down by anti-air in the middle of an air fight. That would be devastating. I would prefer to keep all my planes. Alright, so this is where the fun begins. I am at the start of the merge. I'm at like the pack leader. He fires his guns. He shoots at the incoming planes, and a few of my other wingmen actually caught some of Titan RT's planes off guard. This plane currently doesn't have an engine, but he's trying to dogfight. I was debating ejecting him, but Titan said otherwise. If you see, one of my planes is also currently burning. Another one of Titan's planes is also on fire, but still has its engine. This one completely lost its wing. I'm over here sitting trying to eject the pilot as quickly as possible. Did not want to lose a pilot, man. Gotta keep those pilots safe. Especially, I hope I really claim this area, because Titan has been known to shoot down POWs. One of my planes trying to shoot one of Titan's planes down. There's another plane lost. That was actually my plane. There's a nice little fight going on there. I switch over to it. Dogfight, circling around each other. This whole battle was really fun and intense. I love air fights, especially when there's a lot of airplanes all going against each other. That plane is definitely going to the ground. Oh, never mind. It's now it's 100% going to the ground in pieces. That poor pilot. Oh my god. Now there's only a few of Titan's planes left, just a handful. I've only lost one so far. There was one confirmed kill from Titan's end. My plane is currently on fire. I hope that goes out before the end of the fight. But it looks like he's about to get a shot. Oh, he missed. That was close. Oh, there's another one of Titan's planes. Looks like that one's tailing behind it also. Another dead plane landed in the background. They're pulling some crazy maneuvers right here, man. No real-life pilot would be able to do this without crashing, because they're passing out from the negative G turns. Yeah, they might be able to, depending on the speed. These guys are going really slow. This dude's still trying to fight without an engine, so I chose to eject him and watch as the fight in the background happened. I'm desperately trying to get this man to let off so I can eject his chute without it getting destroyed by the plane. Eject the chute. We now have a safe Kerbal from the side that Titan RT is on. I have currently forgotten the names of the countries. I'll refresh myself on that. That plane lost its engine. I go to eject the Kerbal, dead. The plane died. This plane's lost its wing. I also tried to eject it, but I sadly did not get it in time. What's even worse is he was outside the plane. I kept on hitting different parts. I go to hit the chute, and then I accidentally hit EVA report, because you gotta remember this is a space game, and the Kerbal dies. So it looks like there is only one plane left on Titan RT's side, and it goes up in flames. So that is the end for this air fight. I gather up all my guys to make sure they do not try to engage the ground units at the base, and don't want to die to SPAA. And let's move on to the ground push into this same forward operating base. And here we are at the ground battle. I am currently pushing forward to Titan's forward operating base. His tanks are currently shooting back at me. His anti-tank guns do not have the turn radius to fire at me, but they are shooting over the ledge. You can't even see the forward operating base. It hits one of my tanks, almost hits them again. It's a little scary. There's this little thing we use called burn together. Every time that one of our tanks got hit, or one of my tanks got hit, it would ruin the module, causing them to stop like driving in formation. And you can see this one like cranking into the left a little bit and like almost hitting my tank. And that's the burn together breaking. A lot of this battle was me trying to figure out how to fix it. We couldn't figure it out. It was weird. I think we just needed to reload the save, because later on I end up restarting my ground battle, but it doesn't go any better than this one. So let's go to a couple key points in the battle, because this is a really long one and there's a lot of just like random things going on and trying to fix burn together. As you can see here, part of my fighting force is moving forward. I have 2 light tanks and 2 medium tanks. I originally had 3 medium tanks, but a shot goes straight through one, sending the other medium tank in the back to blow up a little bit. So the tank in the back is now immobilized because the burn together module broke on it, kind of like that one. And the 2 light tanks are pretty much all that I have left. They also stopped moving because the one in front was the leader. In the burn together, all the tanks that are followers follow the leader, and since the leader is dead, there's it's kind of broken. So I had to manually control one of the tanks. That one's completely missing its whole front end. And that's what my light tank looks like. I don't think I've used it in a battle, and if I have, I've only used it a few times. But get to another point in the battle. Here I was watching a tank move forward as a shot fired. I saw this thing pointing straight up, and yeah, now you can really see that there's no front to this thing, and that shot whizzed right over its head. That was really close. Anyways, the tanks that can move, I'm just like switching over them and holding W. I'm doing the old-fashioned way. This is how I used to do it, and most of my tanks were still like, they weren't receiving any input commands from me because the burn together module, you've heard that enough. The burn together module broke. If something ain't working, it's that. So let's move over to another one. No. Alright. Here I actually managed to land a shot. I had guard mode on the tank. I wasn't the one actually guiding it, but you just saw like everything that was in his base. The tank is on fire. Potential for exploding. I hope it does, because 3 against 1, not to mention the anti-tank guns, and the anti-air can also fire at me, so this is going to be fun. Yeah, light tanks are still being goofy. While assessing the damage caused by that shot, I came to realize that the whole insides of the tank were spilling out the back, and the Kerbal was no longer attached to the tank, which meant, by the rules, that is no longer a functioning tank, and I had to destroy it. So Titan is now 2 tanks down. Not 2 tanks. He has 2 tanks. He is 1 tank down, and I'm functioning on 1 still. So as I got closer to the base, I push forward, and I see this little SPAA that is by itself. I blew it up in the process, blowing up part of my panels, but now I no longer have an anti-air to worry about, and I go to use my attackers on the base later, as I plan to. And because I still have plane moves to deploy for this move, I move forward a little bit in my engagement, and I did manually fire. I had the guard mode fire this time at one of Titan's, I think that's his tank or his anti-tank gun. Either way, I'm pretty sure it died. We found out why the tanks were not firing at me. It was because they were all targeting my current tanks that were broken, so we set all my current tanks to neutral, and then they all targeted me, and this is where I technically lost the battle, because I had 3 broken tanks and a tank that was currently taking a lot of fire, and I doubt, yep, it died. So that was the end of my tank battle for this turn. Let's move on to my engagement on the base with attackers. Hopefully I can do something. So here we are at the attacking run. As you can see, my tanks are still there because I could repair them. It just depends on who gets to them first, me or Titan. I dropped my first bomb. I go to roll, almost hit my own bomb with my wing. I would have set it off course. And then I'm still taking flak fire, and then I drop my second bomb. There is a singular anti-air that is at the base, or there's 2, but 1 could only reach me at the time, and now both can reach me. I'm pretty sure flak fire, 1 bomb despawned, and then the bomb on my wing exploded. Then the second bomb I dropped that didn't despawn bounced off the ground. I was so mad. It would have been a direct hit and the tank would have been dead. But the stupid bomb. And then it exploded when I went to switch over to it, so I couldn't even like figure out what happened. So yeah, I gave up and I just decided to strafe the anti-air, and it did not go so well. In the process of trying to get the plane to bomb, I found out that my tanks work now. All I had to do was reload the save. So now I have 2 light tanks and 2 medium tanks, all of which are slightly damaged. So this is going to be fun. The Kerbal, he's already having a blast, man. Look at him. He was happy. My already damaged light tank took another hit, making the whole front end of it like visible. This tank was practically dead. And then in the background there you can see the light tank taking its final shots before it is completely demolished. This tank, this other light tank, Took like 2 hits from medium tank, one of Titan's rockheads, before completely being demolished, and one of my medium tank got destroyed without, like, I wasn't there, I didn't see it at first. So that is a loss on my part. Titan has kept his forward operating base, and because I missed so many of the explosions, I'm gonna let you guys see this light tank go up in flames. So I forgot to record it, but I moved my fleet that was with my carrier up 50 kilometers further north to engage Titan's carrier fleet. I summoned 2 light cruisers. They are Kamalov class cruisers, and one of them is being directed by the great captain Billy Bobbery Kerman. God, that is such an amazing name. Also moved the supply ship ahead, and let's go on to the next like spawning move that I did. I don't know what you call that. They're called deployments. For my next deployment, I have turned a few of my supply ships, or supply like vehicles, into anti-tank guns to engage any ground assaults that Titan plans on engaging. I also have an anti-air thing here to prove. There goes 2 of my supply crates. Supply vehicles. They're vehicles. That last move was at the forward operating base in the north. Here we are at SN Joe, 50 kilometers behind the forward operating base in my territory. I have summoned 3. I've placed down 3 supply ships, and I plan on just keeping these guys here for safekeeping. Like, stock up on supply ships, and I'll be good. And that was my final move for this turn. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I will have the rules listed in the description if you want to read those. I have the previous episodes in a playlist on my channel. You should go check it out. This video will be attached to it. I'm not sure if it will show up that it is attached to that playlist, but you can just go to my channel, go to playlists, and then go to the one that says Continental War Series, and then you will find the stuff that me and Titan have done with the Continental War Series before this current episode, and then you can watch them if you want. I honestly think they're enjoyable. I previously had worse editing and commentary skills, so I'll be honest, it might be kind of boring to watch my episodes, but Titans are pretty good. We also had a few edits that we did. With that is the end of my turn. Titan should be uploading his soon after mine. With that, have a good rest of your day.